City bitch, 10, 10, 10, 20s on your titty bitch, 100 deep, VIP, no guest list, TT raw, you don't know who you fucking with, got my other bitch, fucking with my other bitch, fucking all night, we ain't celibate, say I'm too dope, I ain't selling it, bar fresh than the motherfucking peppermint, the gold letterman's last king killing shit, young money, yeah we getting rich, got your grandma on my dick. City bitch.
Friends, haters, cultivators.
Welcome. It's been a while.
It's us. I forgot the next thing that I'm supposed to fucking say. Welcome to Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about Maurer the Master. I'm Roy, and I'm just sitting down, kicking rock.
And I'm Fallon, aka Mr. So in my damn feelings. And today we're here to talk to you about Chapter 33.
We're here to talk to you, yeah.
Part 1. I will apologize in advance for my voice.
We've been going through it.
We've been going through it. I don't have the Rona. I was having some trouble sleeping. I was having some insomnia, and it lasted for about a week. And there was one day where I tried to dose myself with a bunch of NyQuil and melatonin and shit, and it didn't work. And I got so frustrated that I ended up just kind of like screaming into my pillow for like 5 minutes straight. And then the next day, my voice was gone. So it's been a couple days since that. And I'm happy to report that not only can I sleep now, but my voice is kind of coming back.
We going through it.
Yeah, we're going through it.
You poor little asshole. We've been on a bit of a hiatus because my brain broke.
Yeah.
February 2020, which was I think something like 58 years ago.
Yeah, it was approximately 17 years ago.
Yeah, it was one of the worst months for us on record.
Yeah, it was.
It was very bad. I'm not going to get into it, but so you might have noticed that about 3 weeks ago we put up a call for questions for this episode, and then an episode didn't happen, and that's because my guts exploded.
Yeah, kind of literally. They were pretty much on the verge of exploding.
We were like, all right, we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna come back with like a relaxed release schedule. We're gonna vibe back into it. Mm-hmm. And it was like that Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember if it was Tuesday or Wednesday, but I started having a tummy time, which was known to happen. And
they are consistent tummy times.
Consistent tummy times. And I said, this is very bad. Please take me to the hospital. And I'm glad I did that because somebody in the medical field finally said, we're going to take you to the gallbladder melting hand, ASAP. And sure enough, a week later, I got my gallbladder out. So fuck that guy. He's not going to be causing any problems anymore. But it did take us longer than I expected to get back to the shit because of organ business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just generally trying to take it easy for the sake of your own
trying to vibe.
Mental health.
But we're here.
Yes.
On Funny 420.
It is Funny 420 currently.
It's Funny 420, and we're talking about the Funny Grasses arc. Happy Grasses arc.
Yeah, and one more funny thing that I noticed while I was reading through this chapter again that was really funny to me. The entire city's hotboxed.
The entire city is hotboxed.
Just fucking
It's very
constantly.
true.
It looks like Denver, Colorado.
Oh my god. The People's Republic of Ye City.
That's right.
So we're doing kind of a little bit of a mini episode today. We're just talking about Chapter 33. Very soon, we will be talking about Chapter 34. But we're just keeping it easy with Chapter 33 today.
Giving you just a little touch.
Just a little nip of the bud, if you will. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about Chapter 33. I do want to talk about one quick little thing before we get into it. One last little thing.
Oh, yeah.
In the world of Modown news, because it's been about 2 months, the world has drastically changed since the last time we put out an episode.
But
one thing that happened was Fatal Journey came out. Mm-hmm. That fucking sure did happen. I haven't seen it yet, but the only thing, the one thing that matters to me is that Hwai-sung get boyfriend, so that's...
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I'm hoping to, someday when the people at WeTV or whatever decide to throw me a fucking bone, I'm hoping to stream it, because I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
I like to do content, so keep an eye out. I'm trying.
Very nice. We would be able to do it over Discord.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, with that live streaming jankaroo.
You know, hell yeah.
Pretty good.
It's good. But yeah, let's get into the chapter. We're talking about chapter 33, The Momentous. Gases, grasses, or asses, no one ghost bust for free.
That's right.
Part 1, Yi City arc. It's finally happening.
We're here in Yi City, bitch. It's,
We're here.
I mean...
It's the big deal that the fandom has decided that it is. And now we're gonna talk about it. So I'm just gonna get into the summary. How about it?
Yeah.
So Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji are in Shudong, which is super foggy and hard to get around and just kind of a bastard to navigate. But that's where the arm's telling them to go, so they gotta.
Because of course.
They gotta, yeah. So they get to like a fork in the road with a sign, but the sign's all fucked up and shitty, and they can't tell the name of the place that the arm is trying to get them to. And Wei Wuxian sees some girls and some grandmas, and he goes over and asks them charmingly, like, where they are, basically. And he gives them the rouge that he bought from the charlatan, remember him, as thanks, which definitely doesn't make Lan Wangji jealous. So they find out that they're supposed to be going to Yi City, and Yi City is big in the funeral and afterlife business. Everybody's good at something to do with the post-life game out here grinding.
Oh, yeah.
But almost everybody who lives there has either died early or, like, only leaves to do trade stuff. So they get to Yi City, and it's spooky and deserted and silent and foggy, and it just sucks. Helltown, Raven Hold'em, who shouldn't come here. The farther in they go, the foggier it gets until they can't see anything, and Wei Wuxian steps on a papier-mâché head. They see a creepy shadow and hear some spooky bamboo knocking noises, and then a bunch of sword glares shine through the fog and shoot towards Wei Wuxian, but Lan Wangji whips out Bichen to protect him, as he does, and they realize from the sword glares that, hey, guess who it is? It's boys.
It's the children.
It's the children. It's
the children, and also, like, an assortment of other children.
It's the children. It's Jinliang, it's the Lan boys, and a big group of other boys from other sects with them. Just a big old group of boys.
They're here for some reason.
Yeah, just a big old drove of boys. And Wei Wuxian asks them what they're all doing out here, because he knows they didn't all decide to go night hunting together because Jinliang's there and he has no friends. Sichu's about to, like, give him the tea when they hear the bamboo sound effects again, and the chapter ends with the Metal Gear Alert noise. So that's that's the chapter this week.
Might sound crazy what I'm about to say.
God. My first note is just more like shit dong area.
Yeah, got him.
Which, that's not fair. It sounds nice, actually. Yi City sucks, though.
Yeah, I mean, just the vibes of Yi City are just fucking rotten.
Terrible vibes.
They're just rotten.
Wei Wuxian does say at some point in this chapter, the feng shui is horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Just
it's
terrible.
said a couple times that the feng shui is just terrible.
There's like 14 paragraphs just about how much Yi City sucks.
Yeah, just like naturally it sucks.
Yeah, it's just shitty. But
it's like fucking like, oh no.
It's bad.
It's basically like all of Middle America.
Yeah,
you know.
It's Gary, Indiana.
It's just Indiana in general. But
they before we go to Yi City though, Easter happens because there's a brood of Peeps marshmallow chicks
Yeah,
There's
little
some colorful
They're just
chicks.
walking through this little town.
They're working.
And there's some cheeks, and then there's
Some cheeks.
a little fork in the road.
Yeah, a very obvious fork in the road
A
joke.
very obvious fork in the road with, three very obvious options. Like, there's one, the nice, bright, sunny one.
It's
that they're going
exactly
down.
that.
There's the other one, it's a little less tread upon, but that's... People still go down there. And then there's fucking Hell Road.
Yeah, it says Hell Road, ooh, gotta go this way, and it's spooky and tangled, and
Hell
there's...
Road,
yeah.
ooh, gonna die.
Ooh, gonna
and of
die
course
here.
the arm is pointing towards
Yeah.
that one. Like, of course.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't it
The arm
point?
The arm points toward that road, and
Yeah.
then points back at Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji and gives them the finger.
It says coincidentally. Coincidentally, the direction that the left arm pointed was indeed this path. I'm like... I love that it says coincidentally.
Yeah.
As if the path they needed to take would ever be anything but the creepy, overgrown one.
Right?
You
Like,
know.
you're following a zombie arm for directions, first off. So, everything is just gonna be Halloween Town.
Yeah.
It's all Jack Skellington.
And like, the sign's a little fucked up because it's so old, and Wei Wuxian's like, all right, well, let's go ask the villagers or something. And he's like, of course, Wei Wuxian didn't expect him to ask because Lan Wangji talking to women.
Couldn't be
funny.
him. So he goes over to the grandmas and the girls. There's just a crowd of villager women. And it says they were feeding the chicken, and I know it's probably just a typo and it should be chickens, but I'm just picturing like 8 grandmas standing in a circle throwing food at
Just
one
like
chicken.
hovering, just like fawning over this beautiful chicken.
Like one of those really fancy roosters.
A silky chicken.
Oh my god. Please. My next note is Wei Wuxian was gregarious, literally.
He was gregarious. So he goes up to these ladies and they're a little nervous at
Yeah, the
first,
grandmas
and then
are
he,
scared at how charming he is.
Yeah, he smiles at him and he's all charming, and then he asks them about the sign, and we mostly get this from the perspective of Lan Wangji, who has hung behind. He's literally just there vibing.
He's standing there.
He's standing several feet away, actively not interacting with these women,
Not knowing what to do with himself.
Not knowing what to do with himself because
Kicking a rock, rolling a rock back and forth with his foot.
Let's be clear, he's definitely jealous that Wei Wuxian is not paying attention to him. He's
Absolutely.
so used to having Wei Wuxian's attention on him all the time that the minute it's not on him anymore, he throws a fit.
Mr. feels so damn sorry for myself.
Mr. feels so damn sorry for himself. And let's be clear, all of this Lan Wangji, he's sitting there staring, kicking a rock. This is about as close to throwing a tantrum as this man gets.
Oh yeah. He's pouting.
He's pouting. He's having a problem, slowly looking at the ground.
He's having a problem.
He's having a series of problems. And then he tries to, crush this rock. He's so mad. And then Wei Wuxian
bounces up like his bunny ass does.
First of all, do you want to answer that?
No.
Well, okay. He takes
I'm getting a phone call from unknown name in Boykins, Virginia. Who cares?
Who the fuck is Boykins? Jesus. Anyway. So Wei Wuxian hands these ladies something out of his sleeves, and Lan Wangji, he's like, that's about it. It's fucking it. I'm about to go over there, really give them a piece of my mind. How dare they receive a gift from this boy? And Wei Wuxian,
This gift that I paid for him to get for himself.
He literally, fucking literally, he bounces over.
He hops back all happy, stupid idiot. And he's like, Jun, you should have been there. They were doing Easter. They were all feeding one chicken. And
it was funny.
Yeah. And they're like, he's like, well, I found out where we're going. It's Yi City.
And Lan Wangji's like, and Wei Wuxian's like, and what? Oh, well, first of all, Lan Wangji's like, Yi is in chivalry, right? Always with the best intentions.
Yeah.
This guy. And
Because the character is all fucked up. The Chinese character is all fucked up.
Yeah,
they don't know what it
up.
says. Yeah,
and Wei Wuxian's like, not quite. It's it's a haunted house ass city.
Yeah, we got to go to Spooky Town.
Yeah, it's Yi as in a coffin home,
which is the name of my next metal band. It's basically a funeral home. It's where they keep it's like between the morgue and the funeral home.
Yeah. Just keeping them safe.
Yeah, just keeping it's the corpse refrigerator. And I I don't remember what the line "as if a displeasing memory had bubbled up" refers to, but I liked it.
It's a little bit later. But first of all, Wei Wuxian goes ahead and he expositions this shit for us.
Yeah.
So pretty much everybody in this city died early, or had bad accidental deaths or short lives in general, because the city's fucking cursed.
Yeah, it's weird how that is.
That's why there's so much, like coffin home, so many coffin homes.
The entire city is goth.
The entire city is goth, and like honestly, I respect the hustle. Like when you have no other avenues to make money, just embrace the death industry, especially if it's lucrative.
The whole city has its brand figured out.
Yeah.
It's optimizing. The SEO is completely optimized.
Yeah, if people are dying anyway, like fuck it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Check out the entire city on LinkedIn.
Yeah, and Wei Wuxian's like, ain't nobody coming here, ain't nobody leave. Not as any like creepy, spooky thing, just like nobody ever fucking leaves.
Yeah.
And there's been nobody on this path for a long time. That's probably why it's so hard to walk over. And Lan Wangji's like, okay, and Wei Wuxian's like, and what? Lan Wangji's like, what did you give them? Like, that's the most important thing to be gleaned from this conversation.
Yeah, like,
he's pressed as fuck.
He's so, yeah. Okay, yeah, we gotta go to the spooky haunted city. What'd you give the ladies? What'd you give them?
The ladies? He's like, I gave him rouge. Like, y'all ever remember key items?
Remember putting shit in your inventory? So he gave them the makeup that he had been using.
That he had been using for himself. He's just like, well, like, they're fucking bumpkins. It's not like they're gonna know.
It doesn't. I'm just remembering him putting it on and enjoying the memory of it.
He's
fucking
so
idiot.
Stupid.
He was palette swatching it.
Yeah.
It didn't fit his complexion, but maybe one of the ladies that would work for them.
That's right. He's like, it's a novelty for them, So I went ahead and gave it to him because I'm a nice person. You gotta give somebody gifts if you're really trying to get on their good side. You hear me?
You hear me?
And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's not like how I was before, where I had like Rolexes and fucking candy and shit to give to him. I'm just me now. I'm living...
As if he had that shit to begin with, living in his dirt-ass Yiling.
Yeah, like, he's like, I'm living a different life now. I'm
giving out what Rolex? Your fucking dollar store Rolex that you put a bunch of rhinestones on, Tabasco sweet ass?
Yeah, he got it out of the coin game machine in the dollar store.
He walked out of the Yiling dollar store in his Fucci slides.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He made his own. But fucking he's like, but anyway, sorry. I mean, I just had to give him rouge because I didn't have anything else.
Yeah.
And Lan Wangji, as if a displeasing memory had bubbled up, Lan Wangji's brows twitched and he slowly turned his head away. I love how childish old boy is in this chapter.
He's such a baby.
He just gets so childish whenever like Wei Wuxian's affections are involved. It's so fucking
he's fucking 4 years old. He's a big baby.
He's a big baby.
This man is 36 years old.
He's 36.
I am like exactly 4 months away from turning 32, and I feel so much better about it. Yeah. Every time I read this novel and somebody in their damn mid-30s does some stupid shit like this, I feel so much better.
This man childish.
Y'all childish.
Y'all childish. And so they keep walking and the fog gets worse and worse. People just continue to smoke up with no regard for the residents of this city, unless it's the residents of the city smoking up, because they ain't got nothing better to do.
420. That's why they call it the Grasses Arc, baby.
As the left hand formed a fist, a city gate lay in ruins at the end of the long path. And honestly, it sounds to me like they're about to have a great time.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, this arm is playing red light, green light with them.
Yeah, it's really not feeling it.
I mean, it doesn't have a mouth,
They're about to go into this wonderful, welcoming city and have a great time.
And I think about here is where we get the line about the feng shui being horrible.
Yeah, they walk in. The city gates, they go ahead and open. No.
The city gates are it's just like a big...
They're just walking through. They're walking through the city. It's fucking trashed. It's a dump. It's terrible.
It's a fucking trap house, and it's just like everything is...
trap house.
Yeah.
And it's like, even before entering, one could feel that this must be haunted with ghosts and demons running wild. It's haunted.
It's
fucking haunted.
Gotta throw the whole city out.
How gross it is. They're just walking through it. They're getting the worst fucking vibes.
Cocks, guns, city's haunted.
City's haunted. He says the feng shui is horrible.
Yeah, because everything's just strewn about willy-nilly. Terrible.
Terrible. There are cliffs ensconcing Yi City that look like little claws coming in. It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. The bathrooms are carpeted. There's popcorn ceilings. It's gross.
Yeah, and I'm amazed this place is still actively being referred to as a city.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like how people refer to any city in Middle America as a city.
Probably.
That's probably it. And it says, ever since the ancient times, there had been the saying that the greatness of a person brings glory to their birthplace. The opposite saying was also present. Surrounded by a natural gust of sinister energy, it was easy for anyone who lived there to die early or be generally unlucky. So it really is Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to all of our Indiana listeners, but I'm sure you understand.
Sorry to our Indiana listeners, our Nebraska listeners.
I do have my the one follower or the one friend of mine that I'm coming up with who does live in Indiana. 100% would back this up. I just know this. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who, Rip?
Yeah.
Oh my god, definitely.
Shout out to Rip if you're listening to this, but...
Indiana's fucking cursed.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
America's a third world country, let's be real.
Oh god, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
This is, Hell City. So yeah, this is where we just get, I think the entire next, 8.5 by 11 page is just paragraphs about Yi City sucking ass and being shitty.
Yeah, apparently it sucks so bad that,
gotta really drive the point home.
Yeah, one, it's in a secluded location. Two, the vibes are so goddamn rotten.
Oh, yeah.
That, not even the cultivation sects want to even deal with it. They turn a blind eye and pretend they don't know.
Yeah.
It's
stank vibes.
Just that stank vibe. Just that Mariah Carey gif. I don't know. I can't read suddenly. I don't know.
Yeah.
And also, it's definitely kind of interesting that the cultivation sects don't even try to help.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, no, this place is beyond anything we could possibly do for it.
Yeah, there's there's two places that the cultivation world doesn't fuck with. There's Yiling, which is already just a mess. That's where devils go to die.
That's true.
And then Yi City Trap House.
Yi City,
you gotta
bitch.
hate it.
Yi City, bitch.
Shout out to me for putting together our current intro, by the way, which is only going to be for this arc. But, anyway, but yeah, it just sucks. MXTX makes sure to let us know this.
It extremely sucks. And they stand before the city gates. They're like, And the city gates, they just go ahead and open up for him. I love how they're just surrounded by red flags, and they just keep on creeping.
Yeah, they keep
Legends
on creeping.
Legends
I mean,
only.
they're listening to the big beefy zombie arm. They got to do what he says.
And you know what? Before their eyes, there was neither bustling streets nor violent corpses. There was only an all-enveloping shade of white. Happy 420, everybody!
Happy 420, happy weed day, happy grasses day.
Happy 420. We hotboxed the whole city. Thank you so much.
Welcome to town. We hotboxed the whole damn thing.
Yeah, so
Mr. Hotboxed my whole damn town.
Mr. Hotboxed my whole damn town. They get into town and shit is just heavy as hell.
You know?
The contact high is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
There's nobody there, just weirdly abandoned houses. And they're they start huddling closer to each other so they can, look through the fog. And I'm loving that that should be a new fan fiction trope. The fog's too
damn fog.
thick.
Yeah,
we better stay up on.
Oh no! Look how low the visibility is.
We better stay all up on each other. Just
oh no! There's only 1 foot of visibility. We better stay together and walk shoulder to shoulder.
Ooh. And it's super quiet and creepy in there.
Yeah. And it says, if someone took advantage of this fog and snuck between us, a third person to our group of 2, it'd be hard to say whether or not we'll notice.
Yeah.
Feels like imminent foreshadowing, but it's more... This turns out to be more like, do you think this means anything, with a side of, oh, actually, they're just gonna step on a funny comedy head.
Yeah, funny comedy head.
He puts his foot through a funny comedy papier-mâché head. And
I also, one more thing that I want to mention that was on this page was that they're like, it's so quiet in here. It's so peculiar. And he's like, then again, since this was the place where the left arm pointed, it'd be stranger if it weren't peculiar.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm getting less peculiar and more death trap vibes from this place. But work.
I mean, here's my thing. You have this big dead Peter Steele arm.
Yeah.
And it's telling you to go places. where do you think it's going to tell you to go? Like, what sort of joints are you thinking you're gonna hit up?
Fucking Disneyland. Are you kidding me? Obviously.
It's gonna take you to a ball pit.
We're gonna go to We're gonna go to Disneyland. We're gonna go to the pier. We're gonna get some cotton candy.
We're gonna go to McDonald's.
We're gonna go to the Paw Patrol movie. I'm gonna get myself a Happy Meal. We're gonna have a really good time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Happy to meal. So
anyway, so he steps on something, right?
Yeah, he
steps on something. He gets. This is a very important thing that I want to point out. Okay, he steps on something, and he grabs Lan Wangji so Lan Wangji doesn't wander away from him. He holds on to his hand.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to talk about how Wei Wuxian sometimes just treats this huge, widely respected dude like a fucking kindergartner. And it's usually rightfully.
I genuinely thought you were going to stop at the word wide, but...
He's large.
He is wide.
He's wide and large.
Wide and widely
He's huge,
respected.
wide, large, and a kindergarten.
Huge, wide, and large. He is very huge and large.
He's very huge, wide, and large.
They describe what this head looks like.
He's done up for a cheeky night on the town.
He is! I tried to draw what this head might look like, but it just came out looking like one of those fucked up, like, hand-drawn emojis.
Oh my god, he's cute! And it's a head made, it's a paper mache head.
Yeah, and it's so...
For decorations. So, like, they give us a little bit of backstory on, like, a little bit of the Chinese afterlife lore. Which, can I say, honestly, the Chinese afterlife sounds like a fucking experience.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm living for the lore. It's way cooler than Christian hell.
There's so much shit going on.
There's so much shit going on.
Okay, I want to talk about...
Another brawler, please.
Yeah, okay, so a nether brawler is a dude who fucking... He's your afterlife bouncer.
Protecting you from the bullying of other
That's
ghosts?
the thing I want to talk... Why are there so many zombie bullies?
I feel
this is the second time zombie or like dead bullies have been mentioned. What the fuck?
I feel like bullying probably has a slightly different context in the way that it's used than the bullying that we're familiar with.
I know, but it's
so funny.
It's so fucking funny.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining these zombies in like a Letterman jacket.
Yeah, that's what it always is.
Shoving these other zombies into lockers.
Every zombie's name is Chet.
They're tricky judges. Like, that shit is so cool.
There's so many things happening in the afterlife. Like, why would you even bother being alive?
Oh yeah, and what for? I mean, it's funny. They stepped on funny disembodied head. Yeah. And it's funny because it's disembodied. Yeah. And they're working with the rest of a disembodied.
Hey!
Yeah, because, like, it says that the body, it's supposed to have the rest of a big hunky body, but, you know, it's just the head this time, so. Yep. I'm sure if they followed the head, they'd find the rest of the body parts.
Probably, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's.
I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, I don't know if it means anything.
I don't know if that means anything. But so yeah, that was fun.
This whole town has fucking Harrygold's Halloween Superstore ass bullshit everywhere. Yeah. There's like burial goods, and we get a little bit about that. The whole thing's just really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. They take actual human hair and glue it to to the shit. That's nice. And then there was like weird little shadow runs past them. Yeah, and then it says that Bichen like unsheathed on its own. Yeah, and it chased like why did the sword get this one random anthropomorphic moment? Like, is it a fucking Disney dog now? Is it a Disney horse?
Yeah, he's a Disney horse who acts like a dog.
It's a Disney sword that acts like a Disney horse that acts like a Disney dog.
Exactly. That's how the chain goes.
That acts like a real life, highly trained, intelligent dog.
Yes.
That acts like a human.
Yes.
That's basically the breakdown.
Yeah.
So it's like a quick little thing, and
it just goes whoosh.
Oh man, a human definitely couldn't have reached that speed. I'll tell you, it's worse than a human. Uh-oh. It's a child.
We got us a baby.
We got us a child.
Gotta throw the whole baby out.
Gotta throw the whole baby out. And so it runs by, it doesn't do shit.
Yeah, and then is this where they start hearing some spooky bamboo?
Yeah, that was where they heard some spooky bamboo. And it was a little clink clink, and little like its footsteps in a bamboo pole. Yep. And they're like a little tapping to like maybe run around. Wei Wuxian's like, why the fuck is this here?
Yeah.
And then there's more footsteps.
Yeah, and then they see some lights. They see some sword glares.
They see some sword glares, and so he takes out before they see sword glares, he hears the footsteps, and he takes out one of those depression talismans that like burns all of your
Yeah, he does take out another depression talisman.
Your
the vibes talisman.
Bad vibes off.
Yeah.
And the people, you know, they're a little affronted that they got attacked out of nowhere.
They can't see the other people because of the smoking.
Yeah, and so the sword glares come out, and then Wei Wuxian hears somebody bitching nasally, and he immediately knows that it's his weenie nephew and his friends.
And the boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. The first thing Jin Liang says to Wei Wuxian is, of course, "Why is it you again? To vex and haunt you, bitch."
Yeah.
Why the hell else?
But when the plastique l'enfant asks you why you're vexing and haunting him.
Wei Wuxian's like, shit, I got the same question for you, little boy.
Yeah, and somebody's like, they're like, what are you...
Sishui's like, so, wow, you're here? That means Hong Guangjun's here too, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, and literally every character in the book says some version of this to them at some point, but it's still funny every time.
Everybody's so stoked about Hong Guangjun. I'm like, I would be too.
Wei Wuxian's like, hell yeah. Like, you know, they hear Jingyi like, shit, that was Bichen, right? We just saw Bichen. Wei Wuxian's like, yeah. The way he says it makes me like, if it were not actually Wei Wuxian, this would be such a questionable way to phrase this. Yeah, he's right next to me. You should come over here.
God.
Like, oh God, that doesn't sound like an evil twin thing to say at all.
He's a fucking grimbling.
He's awful.
That's all.
And he's like, why the fuck are y'all here? Like,
yeah, what if you accidentally kill a normal person? And fucking, is it Jin Liang who's like, normal people wear weird ass?
There's not even fucking people here. Yeah, that's Jin Liang.
Nobody here is normal. And then this is where Big Brain Wei Wuxian is like, oh, well, I wonder what they're all doing here because I know Jin Liang ain't got no friends.
Yeah,
nobody likes this kid.
Quote, Jin Liang saw everyone as an eyesore and wanted to fight with everyone. Oh my God.
He's so fucking awful.
And they start to explain, they're like, oh, well, yeah. And because the way it was, and then there's more little bamboo taps. And so they're getting attacked by this unseen assailant.
Yeah, whatever this is. This is scritching around.
You know, even with this, surprisingly, I'm more interested in finding out how a rambunctious group of teens who hate each other all ended up in the same freaky-ass, remote-ass, hot-boxed-ass, abandoned town than I am in this, like, rowdy, stealthy bamboo murder creature.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me.
I need to know how these children are banding together when they don't even have adult supervision.
Right?
Yeah, but that's
gonna turn into some Lord of the Flies shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't trust like that. But that's chapter 33.
That is chapter 33, folks.
Yeah, we're in it. Next time, we're gonna talk about chapter 34, part 2.
Gases, grasses, harasses, part 2.
Gases, grasses, harasses.
That's right.
We're gonna do a quick little Google Translate Essence collection, and then we're gonna look at about half of our questions.
Yeah.
This is half of an episode. Next week will be the second half. It'll be good. But Google Translate. Another thing that happened while we were on our hiatus is that our 1-year podcasting anniversary happened.
Oh, that's right.
March 30th. We've been podcasting about this damn franchise for a whole ass year.
It's pretty
good. I'm happy about it. So in honor of that, all of the Google Translate Essence Collection bits and bytes that I have are from fics that were published about a year ago, of March 30th. So we're just gonna do one right now. So this one is from Chinese.
Okay.
This one's pretty interesting. So this is like retelling the events from Mian Mian's point of view.
Oh,
remember
I fuck with that.
And this part comes right after Jin Zichuan bites it. Would you like to do this, or do you want to conserve your voice and have me do it?
Can you read it? Actually,
sure.
Can we break
absolutely? We'll do.
Tradition,
it's a special event. It's a special event. We're doing it. So this. Let Roy do this. The ancestors of Yiling took the newly baked, quote-unquote, Ghost General, another amazing weapon, after the continued Yin Hufu. and the conscious and unprecedented corpse was making waves. Today she scared the baby by 3 pounds, and tomorrow she took the beautiful woman to the mass funeral night and night, and she did all evil and carelessness. Oh, the few families in Lanling who were destroyed in the past few days are also his old man's handwriting.
Great.
Yeah!
Wow.
The newly baked ghost general.
The newly baked, I like that a lot. Just like fresh out the oven.
On this day, he is trying his first smoke up. Baby's first.
Newly baked. That's
newly
so
baked.
Beautiful.
I'm fucking Wenyoung trying to smoke a bowl for the first time.
That's true.
He coughs honestly, a lot and he doesn't like it.
This is innocent, and I know it's not in the spirit of 420, but all I can think of is just like fresh little baked bun. Wenyoung.
Oh.
It's freshly baked.
He deserves it. It was also his birthday over our hiatus, so happy birthday to him.
Happy belated birthday, Wenyoung.
Happy birthday, dead boy. We love you. Yeah, so let's do...
Pretty interesting.
So let's go to questions.
Yeah, let's do some questions.
If you got them, as always, you can send them to cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com/ask or via Twitter at cloudrecesspod. Just the one? You get one?
Just the one.
Just the one. In honor, in keeping with trying to look out for your voice, I'll read these questions.
Thanks, little dog.
I want to get to the seasonally appropriate one first. So this is from Twitter user at Cuddlefish, many E's. Who actually, shout out to Twitter user Cuddlefish for being the person to give me the idea to do a mini episode. So thank you for this.
It's really
this episode truly would not be happening without you, actually. So big thank you. But this question, you've mentioned it in a few episodes, but a question for the day: which characters celebrate and how? Who's out in the woods behind the cloud recesses? Who's sharing brownies? Is the Fragrant Palace a particularly apt name? Can Wangshan come to an agreement on the demonic lettuce? Lots to unpack.
Here's my thing.
Much to think about.
Here's my thing. Lan Wangji is a rule follower, but he's not a cop.
That's true.
I think personally that Lan Wangji does not smoke.
No.
He probably has never tried smoking. And probably
he has no interest. Yeah.
But the thing about it, he sees that smoking of the devil's lettuce doesn't actually hurt anybody.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt the person. They
Yeah.
just have a funny time.
Yeah.
They're not hurting nobody. So it's perfectly fine. So long as they do it away from him, because he has a little bit of asthma.
Yeah, he has a little bit of asthma. He's very sensitive to smells.
Wei Wuxian, yeah, he's very sensitive to smells.
Yeah.
Wei Wuxian, obviously. I think he likes it, but he's usually too broke to get some for himself.
Yeah.
He's more the person who, he goes to a party just so he can smoke because he knows somebody's going to be there that he can mooch off of.
Yeah.
Zhang Cheng is a cop about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He has no fun. He hates having fun. So
he hates having fun, but here's the thing. If he tried it once in his life, I'm pretty sure that he would do it every day.
Oh yeah. But he's never going to. That's never going to happen.
Lan Shichen,
we already know.
Lan Shichen is out here.
He celebrates. He's out in the woods behind the cloud recesses. He's sharing brownies. He named the Fragrant Palace.
He did name the Fragrant Palace. I'll tell you who else is sharing brownies and not telling anybody that they're special brownies named Huaisang.
Oh, yeah.
He does it to Zhang Cheng.
He makes them.
He makes them and shares them.
Yeah. Is the Fragrant Palace a particularly apt name? Yes, it fucking is.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
They smoke. They smoke up in there.
Oh, yeah. Jiggy himself isn't doing it, but he allows his friends a safe place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to, where they're supervised. He doesn't do
Jiggy's
it because...
more into coke. Tell me I'm wrong.
I was gonna say he's doing the little finger thing where he's staying sober all the time so he can do smart big brain things. So he can flex his enormous brain.
His huge brain.
His huge brain. He's got to stay ahead of everybody. If they're being stupid, he's got to be smart.
Yeah, I feel like if he were to do any drug, it would be the glamorous party drug.
The glamorous party drug. That's his dad's thing. That's a Jiggis thing.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not talking about, he's not like an addict. It's just like, just to flex. He'll have the nail, and he'll snort a little bit in the nail just to test it.
Just to test it, yeah.
Not a weed boy, though.
No, not a weed boy.
Yeah,
no.
I think that's pretty much, I feel like Nia Ming's right with smoke.
Would he though?
I feel like in a perfect world he would smoke and it would keep him from chi deviating.
In a perfect world is the thing. That's a big asterisk. I
feel like he's probably indulged in it when like foreign emissaries have brought it or something.
Yeah, he does it socially.
Like I'll sample it.
Yeah. Like he does it socially. Yeah, he does it for the sake of diplomacy.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Like a passage to Bangkok kind of thing.
That
like
kind of
we're there. We're going on a tour, so it'll be fun. Anyway. Yeah.
Doing a funny rush. Let's go over to some other questions.
Yeah.
Let's just do the Twitter questions this time, and then next time we'll do the Tumblr questions. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. So next question comes in from friend of the show, Jordan of Canning, who says, "Please, for the love of God, come up with some Modao toy tie-ins."
I'm thinking Beyblades.
Oh my god, I'm thinking Beyblades. Remember the time we went to the laundromat and some like 8-year-old kid like got really excited and started showing me all of his Beyblades?
Yeah, that was great.
So good.
It was really good. I'm thinking
like
Beyblades. Are you making fun of me?
No. I'm seriously thinking Beyblades now.
Considering Beyblades.
Oh my god.
Like a letter rip style.
Yeah.
Like disc style. They're like talismans.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Or they're colored. They're color coded.
Yeah, they have the little motifs on them.
Yeah, exactly.
That rules actually.
Cheap,
I'm thinking
nasty plastic.
Yeah, dude.
I want a little you remember those 90s Barbie's Happy Meal toys?
Yeah.
Where they were like the tiny, like Polly Pocket sized, and they had the nasty ratty hair.
Oh yeah.
I want one for each Modao character.
Oh my god. You know what I want for each Modao character?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to be contemporary.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man, I want foam cultivation swords.
Ooh! Gotta have the like Star Wars lightsaber where it extends out.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of toys that are big in the now of 2020. I want some like
LOL surprise shit.
That's
oh
exactly.
My God.
Give me the little outrageous Modaos.
Little outrageous
cultivators. The locks.
No,
give me them. Give me them.
I want some loms.
I want a little apple Hatchimal.
Oh my god. I want the shit, I want a fairy that can poop. You remember that
yes,
shit
I do.
When we were in Target yesterday and they're like these stuffed animals and they have like plastic faces and they're making a fucking ahegao face and all the stuffed animal does is walk around and like poop. Why is it making that face?
And they
literally, y'all, eyes were crossed, tongue was out. Those were the two criteria that I need to see to know that it's an ahegao face. And I was very, very upset that it was on a children's toy where all a children's toy does is poop. What the fuck?
And the packaging said "I poop" in like 7 different languages.
Je suis caca.
Je suis caca.
That's I am poop.
Or whatever. Same shit. Jesus fucking Christ.
It was awful. But anyway, one of those except fairy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think definitely a walking fairy on a leash I think would be good.
Yeah.
I like it. What about, like, I want the, like, flocked animal families, but it's each of the cultivation sects.
Oh my god.
Those things. And each of them are a different animal.
Jingxi playhouse.
Oh my god.
Like a Barbie dream house.
Yeah!
Absolutely. With those horrible fucking knockoff Modao dolls.
Yes.
Oh god, absolutely.
Oh my god.
That's ideal.
We're in it. We're gonna make some money off of this. I think we just gotta
fucking with it.
We gotta pitch it to Tencent. And we're going to make so much money.
Yeah, Modao slime that's cursed and made with blood.
Yes. Next question.
Last question
of this installment of the episode, because I'm not considering this episode done.
Yeah, this is part 1 and part 2.
Yeah. This question comes in from friend of the show, hero of all time, @SJovery on Twitter.
Hello.
Who says, if a city chose its main industry based on any of the MDZS characters as people, What would it be? Absolutely ridiculous answers only. I suspect that the way Wishan City would export only clownery, but like he's also competent, so question mark?
Wow, this is a good one. This is a
Well, head scratch. Yeah, this is making my brain pulse. Having a brainwave here. I think
Lan Wangji, his main export would be pettiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Childishness.
So it's pretty much an entire city focused on being passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And
like,
childish.
it looks fucking excellent. It's a beautiful
looks
town.
amazing and it runs super well, but like you walk into the buildings, you get to know the people, and everybody's just fucking petty and childish.
Yeah. Every store sells like...
Every other store is a sex toy store.
Yeah.
Every other store is a sex shop.
There's sex toy stores, and then there's like stationery stores that sell those like novelty post-its that say like, while you were sleeping or whatever.
That shit.
That
Absolutely.
type of shit. Jesus. I mean,
I think you're close with the way Wuxan won.
yeah, clownery sounds good. That's him. That's a strategic decision that he made. He says, I would like to open up a city that exports clownery.
He opened up a city that exports clownery because he knew how much money it would make.
Yeah, and also he's just a fun time having clown boy.
That's right. He's a fun having clown boy.
Zhongcheng exports trauma and poor ways of dealing with it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
That's my opinion.
Ye Huisong just exports ill-wrought gold. He steals it from other cities and then...
He exports the Fucci slides that go to the Yiling dollar store.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's out there. Yeah. Oh god, it's good. Jiggy exports lies.
Well, yeah.
I'm not gonna,
They're very lucrative.
Very lucrative.
Very lucrative.
That's a business boy.
That's a really good one.
But I think that's going to do it for this half of the episode. Yeah. I'm not going to go through the whole housekeeping. I'm just going to do...
Just, you know where to find us.
Yeah, you know where to find us.
Mr. Boy, come the fuck on. Good lord. He tries so hard to be, like, graceful and really watch his feet, and then he's just so goofy, and he always ends up knocking a bunch of shit over.
He's very big.
He's unwieldy.
This is our cat, by the way, that we're talking about. He's a
fat boy.
He's a mess.
He's a fat boy.
He's a big old mess.
Mr. Mess.
Very, very, very big mess. But yeah.
Follow our Patreon, patreon.com/cloudrecesses.
Pod recesses.
Pod recesses.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, we'll shout out our Patreon, give that link. And I want to give, of course, our shout out to our $5 sec leaders.
Yes.
Sarah McClintock, Lenny Williams, Carrie, Rachel Wakefield Drohan, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Lena.
Yay, thank you guys. And then our
big ol' thank you to our $10 chief cultivators of the show, Scout Shiro and Colin Arnold, as always.
Scout Shiro and Colin Arnold, the OGs.
The real ones, the realest of the real ones.
The realest of the real.
True day ones.
That's right.
And as always, big thank you to Noisepace.xyz and Sec Leader Matt for being our podcast network and podcast network host.
Yes.
Check that out. I'm Roy. I'm on Twitter at Semperfunny and Yiling Hypebeast.
And I'm Fallon. I'm on Twitter at America's Burden.
Hell yeah. We're at Pod Recesses. We're at not Pod Recesses. We're at Cloud Recesses Pod. .tumblr.com, and we're on twitter.com/cloudrecesspod, just one recess there. And we're on the podcast apps.
Follow us.
Do all that good shit. Hell yeah.
Become our friends.
Become our friends. We like to have friends. And we'll go through the whole big thing next time, and it'll be good. But you know what we say at the end of even half episodes?
I think we say Semper Bunny.
We say Semper Bunny.
Semper Bunny. Folks, we will see you very soon.
Semper Bunny, folks. You are all my nephews now.
Oh, my nephews.
Semper.